What's up YouTube, Phoenix DD here bringing you guys the extremely long awaited start to our Black Clover Phantom Knights YouTube channel. I've been requested and even pinged. When am I going to start the YouTube? Well, don't worry, today is the day. We're finally here making Black Clover Phantom Knights content because really no one else does, at least for the JP side. And so, I think there's no better way to start off this video, or just to start off the first video of the channel, and make a showcase for 7-star Yami. Many of you guys may know that Yami does have a 7-star awakening, but you don't really know how good he is. So, this will be a basic showcase video for Yami. I'll have him on 3 different teams, and we'll just take it from there. So, looking at Yami's stats, he has extremely good stats. For a 7-star perspective, they're okay. There are units with better stats in maybe all categories, but nonetheless, he is a 7-star unit, which makes him a lot better than he was before. Looking at his skills, they all relatively stay the same, except they just get more damage, or just do what they did better. So, his ultimate, or secret art, it's still an attack to one enemy, but the fixed damage was increased from 6-star to 7-star. His AOM doesn't change, his first skill still gives him dodge, his second skill is still an attack to an enemy and lowers their defense, which is pretty good, and his last skill is an attack to all enemies in range. So, factor all that in with his stats, he will be hitting really hard. And here are the 3 teams we will be using him on. This first team is just Yami by himself, with the Hero Flag, tag Meryliona's item, and Savior Sword, which is tag Black Hoska's item. The second team, he will be with a little lower powered units, just so they don't steal the showcase. I could run him with one of these other units, like these top tier units, but I really don't want them to steal the showcase, especially since I plan on making a showcase video for them. And the last team will be a nuking team with Yami. I have Leo there for the crit. Halloween Yuno, who's not on global. His first ability increases critical damage, so that's pretty good. We have Noel there to lower defense of the enemy. Charmy is our main crit provider. She buffs crit and buffs attack. Then we have Yami here. Here are the relics we're using on him. I should actually change this to this since it gives more attack. But yeah, this is basically the setup we're going to run to nuke some events. And that's basically it. So now we're going to get started to the showcase. So here we are. We will be taking on Radice 7th Stamina Stage, just to see how well solo Yami can do on this stage. So when it comes to this channel, I'll mainly be doing JP content, such as summoning and showcases, but I will occasionally go to the I will occasionally go to the global side of the game to do some videos. And right off the bat, you see Yami is doing pretty well. 29k on that ult, plus the 15k from the fixed damage is pretty nice. Not 15k. 1,500, sorry. There he goes again. Pretty much the same amount of damage. As you can see right now, he hits pretty hard. He is inflicted with poison, or else slip. That really shouldn't be an issue. He should wrap this stage up in a decent amount of time. That time his ult hit 30k. Keep in mind, this is without anyone buffing his attack. This is just him on the Black Bolts formation, him using his own AOM to buff his attack, defense, speed, and wisdom. And he's doing perfectly fine. Another 28k. Now we're on the final wave. We might die here, but that's fine, because I think I've shown off just kind of how good he is right now, just without any buffs. So it's perfectly fine if we die here. He'll be using another AOM pretty soon. Yeah. Here we go. 25k this time. And he's almost dead. He fires 2 ults in a row. You get your AOM, or well, your Arcane Art really quickly when you're the only unit on the team. So that's why he's just firing them off extremely quickly. There was another, oh, his attack was lowered by, I don't even know what this thing's name is. Carl, I think. He will die, but it's fine. And I think right now it's just safe to move on to the next team since you guys seen how well Yami does right here. Now we will be taking on the Wizard King difficulty for Radice with this team. I don't really expect to beat it, I just want to show you guys how well Yami does and what he provides to his team. So I will take it off of auto because that will help out a lot more. You can already see that units are starting to die. It's not that bad because Yami can kind of carry. So we will use our AOM. We will swap formations and then go to Charmy. She will buff everyone's critical and attack. Then we will just launch supers. 32k. And that just takes him out. So you can already see Yami is cleaning up rather nicely. I'll go back to this formation. He puts up his barrier. I'll use White Day Asta, who's not out yet, but he increases his defense and heals himself. We're going to go back to using Henry's secret just to do some damage. Once again, I don't expect to beat this event. I just want to showcase how well these units do, or how well Yami does. And keep in mind, this is an all 5-star team except for Yami. So he is putting in a lot of work for this team right now. Or just, this kind of also shows how busted crit is. That was 100 and I think 37k? And Charmy has her ultimate ready again, so this event is pretty much done. I honestly didn't expect to beat it. This kind of goes to show just how strong 7-star Yami is. We're going to go back to the Crimson Lion version 2 formation. I'm going to use our AOM. Use Charmy's ability. Oh, Henry died. Go back here. Use Yami one more time. 117. And that's it for this team. We'll now move on to our last team, just showcasing what Yami can do nuke-wise. Stay tuned. Now we will be taking on Wizard King Veto. This is the nuking team. Here are the relics I'm using. Hopefully this goes well. Also, I apologize, I did not take off ×2. I will for this to run. But I didn't expect Yami to die this quickly, so we kind of have to do this. Get himself dodge. Okay, Noelle is starting to heal him. Okay, now we are safe to take off ×2. I'm going to use Leo's AOM. Yami did 15k, 1,500. We're going to swap formations. We're going to use Yuno, whose secret art also raises everyone's crit. We're going to go to Noelle to lower his defense. We're going to use Charmy. to raise everyone's critical and attack. These buffs don't stack, I'm just doing it to ensure that we get him. Now here goes Yami. 119. That is really good. This again is Wizard King Veto, so he does a lot of damage with his ult. We are going to do it one more time just to try to see if we can do anything a little higher. Yami might die because at first stage I was not expecting him to take that many attacks. Put it back on ×2. But you guys can just see that Yami is a powerhouse of a unit. We're gonna do this again. Just so no one dies. Yami might die here. No, he's fine. Okay, here we go. He just hits ridiculously hard. 7-star Awakening really is no joke. They make units so much better than they were before. So we're gonna do the order again. Leo's AOM. Going straight into Yuno. Going to Noelle. Back to Charmy. Take ×2 off. I did not swap formations. That is a fail. But he does about half damage, so if you ever wondered what critical damage buff actually does, it kind of multiplies the critical damage by 2. Leo's there doing a lot of damage. People might die from this, but that's fine. Everyone died for that. But yeah, the one thing... Is Charmy gonna sweep? Okay, she's not. Charmy did not carry. It's fine, this team is just a Nuking team. It's not meant to beat this event. It's just meant to show how hard Yami can hit. Going back just to make sure one more time. Here we are on the Wizard King difficulty stage. This will be the last run of the video. But yeah, the only thing about Yami, in my opinion, that could use some work is the defense. But outside of that, once again, he just hits ridiculously hard. You saw him with other 5-stars, and he not 5-stars, with other, they were 5-stars, with other 5-stars, and he kind of just carried them. Go, and we'll be done with stage 1 pretty soon. Okay, now, this time I will remember the formation swap. Do the critical, swap, Halloween, Yuno, Noelle, Charmy, and then we can kind of just destroy Veto now. There is the ultimate, and still 11k. Well, 119k, sorry. But yeah, Yami 7-star is extremely well. He's an extremely good unit. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that corny YouTuber stuff. And I will be here again for another video, maybe another showcase. I don't know who yet, but stay tuned. And I just want to thank you all for watching, and goodbye.